All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Arrowhead Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They're set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And they'll go on the ground. Space to maneuver at the 40. And down to the 29-yard line. A huge play there right off the bat. 46 yards on the ground.
How about our reigning AFC Player of the Week, hot-footing it into the secondary on that run?
Yeah, nice long run. That's what got him the award a week ago. Maybe he's trying for 2 in a row here this week. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Mahomes now on 1st down. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 1st down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
They go play action here on 1st down. This will be caught just inside the 10. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Ready, blue 45, blue 45.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the 1st half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Steps away to his left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time, and now it's
About it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
7th play coming now on this opening drive. This is 3rd and goal.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on the 9 over there. You're on the 9. Slow.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He'll leave this for Ware. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Butker able to put this one through. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. So pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here we go.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And this is going to be incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that will help him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe
that. Super toe.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Ready. Green 90. Green 90.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Here we go now. Blue
play fake here on first down. Got some real estate inside the 30. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. But it looks like the Chiefs are going to get it back.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They run a draw here on second down. Just a pickup of a yard there. That won't help too much. They're left with a third and forever now.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Goes to Ware on the screen. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up fourth down. So unable to get any yardage at all off of the screen there on third down.
And ordinarily on third down, that's when you want to bring pressure. You get all your guys who want to get after the quarterback. But how about the patience they showed? Read the play, snuffed it out, and made a nice stop.
This is taken at the 18. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. First and 10. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. First carry down for the former Viking. This is Jerick McKinnon. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Snap comes at one. Garoppolo. His throw incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end. And that takes us from second to third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
13.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be fourth down. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Taking it about the 16. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now here's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season-open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
And they'll run it here. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Green.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. They go play fake. Mahomes dumps that off to Ware. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Nice job there, right, of just going through the progressions, finding the open man, even if it wasn't for a 25-yard gain.
Everything does not have to be spectacular. The mundane works pretty well in this league, as we just saw there.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down. Mahomes now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's 1st down. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
Green 90. Green 90. Black 58, rail. Black 58.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he slides to avoid the hit. Mahomes can sling it, but the feet are nimble too as he scrambles for a 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Here we go. Green 39.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle, because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Here we go.
They'll run it with Williams. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Damian Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Butker now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines.
21.
What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
They'll start on the ground with Grady. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. 11. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He's going to let this one go deep. And this will be caught at the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. Garoppolo able to find Goodwin for a big one. 53 yards. An NFL update there in the second quarter in Baltimore. And it's the Ravens that have moved out to an early advantage. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Garoppolo now, first down throw. Wide open receiver complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Garoppolo now. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now.
Hey. Here we go. 11.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 13. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Forced out to his left. And going deep for Hill. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Now Mahomes. Flushed out right. Mahomes hit. He lost. And this will be recovered at least by the offense, but he'll be taken down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
They'll begin the drive with Breda. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
20. 180. 6.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. He got 29 yards that time. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
White.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Garoppolo to throw on second down. Throw right side taken in by Pettis. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for the Niners. 47 yards. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Hey, gun.
They get it to him running left. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of 2, now third down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. So it's third and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough.
By 20! By 80!
Garoppolo. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here we go! Green, 90! Green, 90!
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on second and 10.
Ready! Blue 45! Blue 45!
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
The Chiefs on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is third and 10.
Here we go now!
To throw, it's Mahomes. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. That's taken on the 25. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And out will come the offense as they take over. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
11.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's caught inside the 30. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. Garoppolo able to find Goodwin for a big one. 47 yards. Around the NFL, they're in the 2nd in Philly. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Now Garoppolo. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
There's Garoppolo to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a KC touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick 6s.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and the lead is up to 15 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10.
I got you. One, Omaha.
Now Garoppolo to try again after the pick 6. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Here we go. Blue 49.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Mahomes going to throw. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And the kick by Butker is good. So we've come upon halftime here in Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Butker now to kick this one away. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
12. Like 20. Like 80.
Now Garoppolo throwing on second. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And that one results in 35 yards.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on him. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
11. Like 20. Like 80.
Garoppolo on 1st down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The free safety, Trey Boston, there to knock it away.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
21. Like 80. Like 80.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. A dump down to McKinnon. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Like 80.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. You add in a downpour like we're in right now, It makes it that much harder, and sure enough, they can't convert here.
Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55.
Green, 90.
Mahomes now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. He's got it. This is Ware. Oh, the big play's going to get even bigger as penalty flags are down, and I believe they're going to get a face mask penalty tacked on. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Oh, it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's second down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. He'll get it up the middle. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Left. Here we go.
Here's Mahomes, third and goal. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Earl Mitchell able to drop him for a loss of 12, and it'll be fourth down. So now here comes the field goal team for the third time today. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And Butker able to put this one through. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part. After
the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the posts. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here first and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Gun. Mike 51. 21.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
I know you don't get anything extra for degree of difficulty, but maybe you should. He's done absolutely everything in this game today, including laying out for that one.
Here we go. Black 80! 11.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Chris Jones in there to get him for a loss of 5. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week. And this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the first half. But now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Black 80! 80!
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And he pushed it right. It's no good. Gould now out to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And out come the Chiefs now. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back. And
he's got a man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And give him a gain of 37. Mahomes, the first-year starter, moving the Chiefs right down the field. It's 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
That was a dangerous throw towards the end zone. Boy, did it hang up there forever. Wanted to run up there and pull it down out of the sky.
Yeah, it felt like it really should have been intercepted. Lucky to have that one back.
You've got to be more careful when you're that close to the goal line.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
51, Mike 51.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Hard throw, incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game. So making 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives are bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On 1st down, Garoppolo. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd. It's Garoppolo. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But an alert 49er able to gain possession, so they will indeed hold on to the pigskin. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
11. No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Around the NFL, 3rd quarter at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Black 58, Royal! Black 58!
Right back to him on 1st down. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Ready! Green 39! Green!
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage with a flag down here to boot. So they may back up further. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Ace! Ace!
Following the penalty, it's Williams. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Black 58, Royal! Black 58, Royal!
We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And a short gain down to about the 33. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Green 39. Green 39. Let's go one more.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. Mahomes to the former Rams, Sammy Watkins, for the Kansas City first. Well, I'm sure he likes this performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the 4th quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see. And other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
This is complete to Watkins on the slant. Now the ball comes loose, but it looks like the Chiefs are going to get it back. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up 1st downs and keeping the football.
This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Butker now to add the extra point. Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. Butker now to kick this one away. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
21. Here we go.
Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line.
11. Here we go.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And the Chiefs are going to get him.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And this is incomplete. Pierre Garçon, the intended receiver. Third down here.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
13, by 20, by 20. I know he ain't got it. Yes.
On third and long, it's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down.
65, 65. 13, 13.
Now Garoppolo, gotta have this one. Open man is Pettis, it's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
13, 13. 21, 21.
Garoppolo on first down. Deep ball for Goodwin. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Well, the obvious goal is to try and score a touchdown, but at the least, adding to a pretty big yardage total for his intended receiver there, huh?
Yeah, well, when you've got a guy over 150 yards, keep chucking it deep to him, I guess.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can get it to him short, and he can make plays that way, but I like what you just said. Throw it to him deep and get it in a big chunk.
But incomplete on that try. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
12, fellas, here we go. 12, 12. 6, 6.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. His big day receiving just keeps getting bigger. He's over 200 yards now on the afternoon.
Here we go, here we go. 180.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Jerick McKinnon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers get a score closer. Now Garoppolo and the Niners will come up and go for 2.
Black 80! 180! 13! 13!
Garoppolo. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, Focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Gold now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now here comes Kansas City. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 18. Here's Mahomes to throw. And going deep for Hill. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 82 yards. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. To throw. And his pass incomplete.
See, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Chris Jones on the stop.
Definitely too early to panic, but that is his 4th carry of the game, and collectively has in total 10 yards. So maybe there's no panic, but maybe some concern. Yeah,
and maybe a little concern up front because they're not giving him any space right now. The Niners on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Check. Bobo to Mike. Mike Bobo. White. 12, fellas, here we go.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
Tight ends right. Watch tight.
right. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
4 down, 4 down. Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And they'll get him down right about the 20. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And the kick by Butker is good. And their lead will swell up to 28. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
A handoff to Breida to begin the drive. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Come on, let's go. Black 80.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Here we go, here we go. Like 20. Shift, shift. Check 99.
They run again with Breida. Only 3 yards on the pickup. They'll be left staring at a 3rd and 14.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Niners on 3rd down. As bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. They run with Breida. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And this one will be touchdown right at the 30-yard line. Final score now from Atlanta. And the Falcons, they wind up winning that one. A win would be their 2nd on the young season. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, boys, got 4 down. Ready, blue 45.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. And they take a knee. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for Kansas City, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the